Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Good news today. Actually, the stock market is up 0.75%, but even better, the CPI number came in at a really good 3% increase in inflation year over year. So this June versus last June, which was really good. Actually, we were at a little over 4% last month. So a nice motion. Continue to see inflation coming down. We have one change in our signals. We're still green on both of our stock market signals, but we went from red to green today on the fast signal and the bonds, still at red on the slow signal on the bonds. So with this great inflation number that's coming out, it really puts the Fed in a position where they can raise rates one more time. It still looks very likely next week, but then very likely pause for the rest of the year, especially since their next meeting is until September. So there'll be more data that can come in. Hopefully inflation continues to come down. There'll be less and less, need for them to raise rates potentially. So we'll see how that plays out. Of course, the market likes that. Tech stocks like that. Things are really rolling. We saw some really good numbers come out today. Lots and lots of green on the charts. Bonds like that, which is good because the bond market's been, lagging behind a bit here too. So, if you go back to last June when we peaked out in inflation, the market has been just going the opposite direction of inflation, which is fairly obvious. The more inflation comes down, the more the market's going to come up. And so I think it is the key issue. I don't think that the recession talk, if it is going to happen, is still a little bit early. I think the focus still needs to be on inflation and what's going to happen there. And I thought today's number was really good. I do think it's going to be really difficult for all of these big money managers to sit out this run. And I believe that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing some money come in. We're up Fairmount this week. We're up Fairmount since the middle of May. And you can't sit out forever. All these analysts think we're having these big recessions and earnings can be terrible, forward guidance can be terrible, and it just hasn't happened. And maybe it will, but it's not happening. And so you've got to get in there and run with the market as it's going. You're kind of what they call fighting the tape, which is, you don't want to fight the Fed, but the Fed might be backing off here, which is great. But the tape is what they're talking about when they're talking about the stock market motion. And so fighting against that right now has been a loser's game. We'll see what happens. Things can change, but really, we've had a fantastic market all year long with a few hiccups here and there, but really pretty good. So we'll continue to see what's going to happen. Won't be doing the show or any of the daily videos until next Tuesday. I'll be out of town, but look forward to seeing what's going to happen by then, and we'll talk to you then. Thank you very much.